everyone. Welcome back to another great episode of Raihana's Cuisines. Today we're going to be making a really fun recipe. My grandma used to make this a lot. And these are going to be our gluten-free spicy chickpea flour pancakes. Now, the reason why I added the chickpeas is because that's what makes it gluten-free. So we're not going to be using white flour, we're using chickpea flour. Let me just go ahead and grab the bag, so if you're out looking for it, you at least know. Sometimes it's really hard to know what you're looking for. So this is basically what it is. It's called Besan or chana lot or chickpea flour. It's all one. I usually get mine from my local Indian store. But I think lots and lots of grocery stores have now started carrying this just because it is an option for the gluten-free folks out there. So these turn out really, really fabulous because they're spicy and they can be used for breakfast. They can be eaten with chutney or just a side dish for dinner or a great lunchbox thing. I think Sumaya would love this for her lunchbox. So let's get started. Very simple ingredients. I've got 1 cup of the chana lot or the chickpea flour. I have about 3 tablespoons of finely chopped onions. I've got 3 tablespoons of finely chopped coriander, or yes, fresh coriander. I've got 1 egg. I've got half a teaspoon of lemon pepper, and I've got a little bit less than half a teaspoon of red chili powder. If you don't get lemon pepper where you are, you could just add some lime and some black pepper if you like. I've got a teaspoon of ginger and garlic, half a teaspoon of turmeric, which is so good for you, and I've also got half a teaspoon of cumin and coriander powder. Now, I apologize for this really bad cough I have, but you guys will have to bear with me because I've just been sick for a while and I've not been able to do videos. So now if you don't get any cumin or coriander powder together, you can just use cumin powder. So that should be okay. And then we're gonna do salt to taste. We're gonna use a little bit of olive oil to cook these in, and a little bit of water to start making the pancakes. So I have my, I just made a video for my Gujarati speaking friends here, so now I'm doing one for you guys. And so basically what you want to do is you want to start with adding a little bit of water, just very little bit of water, and start, you know, just whisking that. Now if you do this the other way around, where you put the flour inside the water, it's not gonna work. It's gonna be lots of clumps, and it's gonna be, so this is gonna be the easiest way for you to do it. Very, very simple. Just keep on stirring it until we have a good amount of batter all mixed up. And it comes together really, really well. And I remember when I first started cooking, I'd always do it the other way around, and I always ended up with so many lumps, and I got so discouraged. So little steps like this I like to mention for everybody that's beginner cooking. This is the easiest way to do it. Okay, now you can see that it's a little bit too thick. I'm just going to add a little bit of water. Not too much, because we're still going to add the egg, and that should help thin the batter out a little bit too. So basically you're looking for just the pancake consistency batter. Okay, see how beautiful it looks? All right, in there we're going to go ahead and add our onions. Okay, chopped coriander. Now you can also add green chutney if you like, but that is gonna alter the, it's gonna be more on the green side, the pancakes. So that's why I didn't add the green chutney in there. Okay. Oh, and the other thing I wanted to also mention was that if you guys want really, really spicy food, then I would say go ahead and add some green chilies like serranos, habanero. You can do whatever you like. My stomach doesn't really take all that, so And then lastly, our cumin and coriander powder goes in. Salt. And you also want to test these, try and taste test these, because you want the batter to be to your liking as far as the taste, so you can adjust all the seasonings. I really apologize for this hacking cough that I have. Okay, now you see that the batter here looks a little bit too thick. It's not running, so I'm just going to add just a little bit more water in here. I add very little at a time. Okay. And do a taste test, and it tastes perfect. It's got enough spices in there. The salt is perfect. So now I'm going to turn on my stove. And you want this to be exactly how you do pancakes. So about medium low. So in goes our little bit of olive oil. You don't need much. And then whatever you have, if you can ladle it in. You can even use a measuring cup if you like. This might be a tad bit bigger because this is my last one. I cheated and had some already done because I've been hacking away, and I'm sure you didn't want to listen to me hacking. Okay. All right. So basically, you're going to start seeing, just like a pancake, you're going to see some holes starting to form without, can you imagine, we don't have any baking powder or baking soda in there, but you'll still see the bubbles around it. And then the sides will start getting just a little bit dry. And that's when we know that we're going to flip it. And I'll show you the easiest way to flip it, because I know everybody gets scared that they're going to have batter all over the place. So this recipe also yields about 5, depending on how big or small you make them. But I've had a lot of people saying that I don't put the quantities of my food on there. And if you've been following me, I never used to measure before, and when I started showing my videos, so all these new comments really helped me getting better videos and better information out there. So I thank all of you guys who take the time to comment. So you can see that the sides have dried out a little bit, and I'm just gonna peek underneath, and yes, they're done. So the way I do it is I'm just going to, there we go. So we have no mess, and we flipped it. Now at this point, if you want, you can just drizzle a little bit more olive oil. Now this is completely optional, like completely optional. I just do that because it's gonna help the bottom get nice and crispy too. So, and these are perfect. You can even make the batter at night, put it in your refrigerator, and use one of those pancake dispensers. I was going to do that and I completely forgot. Those are so simple to use. And you just want the bottom to get nice and brown, and then you're all done with your pancake. So 1 cup yields about 5. Again, depending if you make between 4 to 5 inches in diameter. You can make some mini ones too if you want to put that in your kids' lunch boxes. Those would be perfect. You can make like mini pancakes that you get. These can be served with your favorite chutney. I've just uploaded a coconut chutney. If you want to use that, that would also be perfect with this. In fact, I use my coconut chutney with just about anything because I love the coconut chutney. Very simple one that I make. I'll put a link up. You can just click the link and you'll see it. So there you have it. Now I don't have all in one size, but that's the fun of making homemade pancakes, where you're not gonna have all in one size. I have one that I had done before, and I'm just gonna give this one a try, and it's fabulous. I love the flavor. I like that we have the turmeric in there. Makes everything so healthy. We also used olive oil. We have, you know, this to be no white flour in there, no wheat flour in there. Got onions in there. So the taste is amazing. The texture is really good too, and something great to snack on, like, you know. So thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Raihana's Cuisines. Hope you can join me here next time with another great video. See you then, friends.